Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What we're going to be doing today is a special road trip. We're going to be going to Belle Isle, Newfoundland, where we're going to be visiting my cousin, Connie, and she's going to be making something delicious in her kitchen, and it's called Connie's Kitchen. So, if you don't mind, just let's go and join me, Belle Isle to Connie's Kitchen.
She's never interested.
Hi, here we are now on the ferry. It's called Flanders, and it's about a 20-minute boat ride to Belle Isle. And the captain's now starting to pull the boat or the ferry out. So we'll meet you over on Belle Isle, where we're going to Connie's Kitchen.
Passengers must vacate their vehicles because sudden unexpected jolts can occur during movement.
Hi, welcome to Belle Isle. Here we are, so we're on our way to the Green to go to Connie's Kitchen, and Connie's gonna be whipping up something nice for us, a nice dessert. So let's go. Welcome everybody. We are now here in Connie's Kitchen, and Connie is going to make a delicious batch of pineapple squares for us. Connie, thank you for having us at your kitchen.
Welcome.
You are going to just make everybody drool. We're ready to go. We're actually in a real bakery, so we're dressed up for it because we don't want anything to fly over our beautiful bakery. And let's get going. So before we get started making these delicious pineapple squares, I'm going to ask Connie, when did you start your bakery?
I started my bakery on May 2nd. May 21st.
May 21st. May 21st, and it's here on Belle Isle, Newfoundland. And if you're out and you're visiting Newfoundland, you just get on the Flanders or the Legionnaire, and it's a 20-minute boat ride from the Portugal Cove to Belle Isle, and Connie is located up on the Green, and I will provide all of that information for you if you want some delicious bakery, all sorts of baked goods. Okay, so we'll get started on making the squares. Okay, so Connie has got the base part of our pineapple squares made, but the ingredients that goes into this delicious squares are, Connie?
The ingredients are 6 cups of graham crackers and 3/4 block of butter, and you mix it all together. You pat it in the pan, you put it in the oven for 10 minutes, take it and let it cool.
Okay, so that's the base part of the pineapple squares. So next what we're going to show you is the ingredients that goes in the middle of this delicious pineapple squares. So Connie, what are those?
The middle is the butter, 2 eggs, and 500 grams of confectionery sugar.
Yeah. All right then, so what we're going to do now is start blending that together. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to start adding the ingredients for the middle. So Connie just added in the butter.
3/4 butter.
Okay.
And 2 eggs. And bring that on low speed.
Alright, so that's the butter and the eggs blended together. So Connie is going to
add the icing sugar.
Gradually add in the icing sugar. And just making sure that you keep the butter off the sides and all blended together. So what we're doing now is blending in the confectionery sugar, which is your icing sugar, powdered icing sugar, into the butter and the eggs, and gradually letting it start to whip together, and it's coming along real nice.
this is the proper consistency for the middle of the pineapple squares.
Okay, that looks delicious. Okay, I guess Connie's going to let me be her helper today, so I'm excited. I'm going to be taking the middle filling and putting it over our graham cracker crust, which is already baked. So come on in and have a look. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is taking dollops of this delicious filling and putting down in, well, 6 different places, because what it is, you don't want to take the graham crackers and move it along on the base. So you just take it out like this and just dollop it down.
And you don't have to use it all either if you don't want it.
Okay.
It's to put it on according
So
to taste.
yeah, okay, I'll mention that. Alright. Okay, what we're going to do now is spread the filling, or which is the middle, over onto the graham crackers. And the amount that Connie just made there, you don't have to use all of it. She said what you could do is keep some if you don't like to have too much filling there. Connie, so if someone was to visit you, where would they find you?
They would find me at number 2, the Green Farm Road.
And that's of course Bellolin, Newfoundland. And then also Connie's got a Facebook page, and I'm going to share that link with you with this video so that you can go in and check out her bakery. So Connie, what is your tip on making this look perfect?
Take your spatula and just go straight up.
Straight across, and then
and turn it
around, and then go back the other way.
And turn it again.
And turn it again. And then go all the ways across. To make it nice and smooth.
That gives level for the whipped cream and the rest of the ingredients. It'll make it level and
it'll all
be the same. It'll be sweeter than the other.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I guess what's up next is our whipping cream.
Yeah, we'll put in half or a little over half of the whipping cream.
Of the 1 liter jug, so yeah, around 250 or 300 mils. Yeah.
It depends on what you prefer.
Okay.
And then we will whip that until it forms a stiff peak.
Okay, perfect. Let's get going. Okay, that looks delicious. I think it's coming along.
Yes, it is. It's only ready to mix in with the other ingredients.
Pineapples, okay. Perfect. All right, so now we're going to add in the pineapples. Okay, so I guess we're ready for
the pineapple to be folded into the
all right, so yeah, that's what we're going to do now, is fold in the pineapples. Okay, so before you add in the crushed pineapples, you want to make sure all of the liquid is drained off. So probably put it in some sort of a sieve, and then just scoop it all in. And that's a full can. Is that
a full large can of crushed pineapple?
Okay, and Connie's just going to fold it in. And while she's doing that, I'm just going to ask Connie a couple of questions. What is your hours of operation?
My hours of operation is Tuesdays to Sundays. From Tuesday to Saturday is 9 to 5, and Sundays is 10 to 4.
Okay, and if something that's not in your bakery that you don't have on the shelf, like, could they order it, or?
Yes, I take orders for cakes, pies. I could take orders for events.
Okay.
Baby showers, stuff like that.
That's perfect. Everything is available here on the Green in Bellolin, Newfoundland. Okay, this looks really good, and Connie's got all the pineapple folded into the whipping cream, and this goes over the middle layer, which was the icing, sugar, eggs and butter that she beat together before that. So you're going to smooth this over the top.
Put this on the top of
our pineapple squares. This is coming along lovely. Now Connie is going to scoop this over the top of the other ingredients, which is layered with the graham crackers on the bottom, and then this delicious middle layer. And we're going to provide this recipe in under this video when we post it, but this is what it looks like as she puts it together. Okay, so our final step to making these delicious pineapple squares is the 1 cup of graham cracker mixture that Connie's got there. She's going to sprinkle it over the top, and then this got to go in the fridge and chill for about a half an hour. And if you want to make this dessert probably or squares the night before, and then you can cut it, that's fine too. But if you want it right away, or you like me, you can't wait, we'll put it in for about a half an hour or so and then take it out. And when we do, I'll show you what that looks like. Hi, welcome back to Connie's Kitchen. Connie is going to now release the sides of the pineapple squares, because sometimes it sticks to the sides where there's a baked crust, and it's all set, ready to go. So once we do that, she's going to take it out and cut off a nice piece for me to taste. So now you're going to be...
I'm going to be cutting it with this. You can cut it small, you can cut it medium, you can cut it big, whichever
size
you
like
want
to serve it. Okay.
But for now we're just going to cut it normal.
And of course with a nice sharp knife.
Yes.
So that you get it nice and it'll go through it easily. And a sharp knife, you're less likely to cut yourself, believe it or not, people. You just be careful, that's all.
Worst thing you can have is a dull knife.
Exactly, yeah, yeah. So while Connie is cutting out a nice helping there, Connie, if someone wanted to order a cake, a special cake for a special occasion, how long would they have to order it in advance?
Wedding cake, you're usually in 1 or 2 to prepare for the cake.
Yeah.
Birthday cakes is usually a week or 2 days.
Okay.
Whichever. But I also do ones last minute.
Okay.
Because sometimes people forget.
Yes.
And they want one last minute. Okay. So if they gives me a couple hours in advance, I can whip one up and have it done.
That's perfect. That's very convenient. So again, Connie's living on the Green over in Belle Isle, Newfoundland, and you've got to take the ferry to come over here, and it's a beautiful tourist place. You can see so much scenic over here in Belle Isle. I will share Connie's links with you. Okay, I can't wait to have a taste. This is so delicious looking. Connie, I'm going to taste your delicious squares here now, and I'm just going to take the top part first. The top layer with the pineapple in it and all of those different layers that you got in there, absolutely delicious. 2 thumbs up by Bonita's Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this episode today with us visiting Connie's Kitchen. We're so grateful that she had us here as our guests, watching her out to make these delicious pineapple squares. I also want to introduce our big helper here. Betty has been making the bread buns and the cake, not the cakes, and all of the other baking stuff while we have been here playing around with making the pineapple squares. Betty, it's so nice to be over here with you guys today.
And it's nice to be here too.
So we're going to say goodbye on this end, but don't forget to visit Connie's Kitchen over on the Green and beautiful Belle Isle, Newfoundland, and you can get to have a ferry ride if for those of you that have never been on a ferry before. So again, Connie, thank you for having us here.
You're welcome.
And you have a nice day.
You too.
Wow, that was a beautiful day we had on Belle Isle and on the boat ride over. And there with Connie and her sister Betty, they are so precious. I mean, their bakery is beautiful. They have people coming and going. You know, we were trying to keep some of the noise down in the background, but she is one busy beaver. And before we left, she gifted us with sweet molasses bread and some of those delicious pineapple squares. So we can't wait to have some of these later. I can't thank all of you enough for joining us today, and I hope you found Connie's Kitchen and our trip to Belle Isle helpful. And if you did and you enjoyed those recipes, visit me on my YouTube channel. It's free to subscribe. Just hit the subscribe button. It'll prompt you to what you need to do. You can also send me a message and visit www.bonitaskitchen.com, my Facebook page, and as well send me a tweet on Twitter. So from my kitchen to yours, thank you for joining us again today, and you have a wonderful day.